Good morning and welcome to Master Trader, where you can learn to use simple market and stock analysis to make money investing and trading. I'm Greg Capra. Let's see what's happening in these markets and where they are here pre-market. So we're going to take a step back here to the weekly time frame. That's what we're looking at here in each of these broader market indices. You got the S&P 500 ETF on the upper left, the NASDAQ 100 ETF QQQ on the upper right, the transportation index lower left, and the Russell 2000 small caps on the lower right. So these are all the weekly charts, and we step up to the higher time frame to compress the data to eliminate the noise. And as we do that, and I would say that this is a market at this time that has a lot of noise, and which equals uncertainty. So, the day-to-day price action is less predictable because there really isn't a defined trend in those lower time frames. So on the weekly time frame here, we see a lot of overlapping bars after the big drop that occurred a couple of weeks ago, down to that support area, the area of it marked in the green band. You see that the S&P and the Qs didn't get quite all the way down there, but it was a significant drop. And from that point, you had a little move up, and just little side-to-side price action that's going on over here is just the uncertainty as to whether the next shoe is ready to drop and a move down to the next level of support, or whether this is creating a new level to launch back to the upside here. And while we have our market internals to help guide us, a sideways price action is just that. And we really don't know until the volatility contracts and we get a clear, defined price pattern that tells us, where prices are going to go in which direction. So right now, this is the current week, is what happened yesterday, the green bar. So we had a decent up day yesterday within the confines of the prior week's more somewhat bearish bar here on the transports and the S&P, and more of a neutral type of bar on the Qs. It's got, and the Russell got that little bottoming tail bar there. But overall, marked time, just trading inside the prior week's range. So as we move down to the daily charts, right there was yesterday's bar, the last green bar. Transports really didn't do anything. Russell moved up into the range. Still, we're trading within last week's range, the high and lows here, and the Qs as well. And they're up here pre-market a little bit. Let's take a look at them, and we'll look at the 60-minute charts as to what's happening here. And you see the 60 minutes are still in downtrends, but retracing up toward where they had fallen from. And so let's look at, there's the S&Ps where they're trading right now. And they were able to push just above that level here. So what you want to look out for here, if you're a trader of these futures, is whether this breakout here is actually going to follow through. So far it's going sideways, probably waiting for the open. And then what we're going to want to see is, can it continue to push up to this resistance level, or is this a breakout bar failure? All right, go to the Master Trader website and read about the breakout bar failure in the chart of the weeks. And as I'm talking here, if there's something that you want to learn, that you're interested, or what will help you in your trading, put it in the questions below, and I'm happy to cover that with you in the next video. Here are the Qs. They broke out as well. These are the Qs for the NASDAQ futures pushing up. They cleared this little resistance area here. Can they keep going? And as you can see, they're actually coming back down to the low of the breakout bar as I speak, and you're watching this, or will be watching this. And these are the Dow Futures. Same type of breakout. However, they showed relative weakness because they could not get all the way up here or even clear that. And so as it's coming in here, it looks like at the moment that it's going to trade under that breakout bar, and it will be a failure. And so breakout bar, inside bar, at the moment is starting to fail. And according to my rules, we would be exiting this trade right now and reevaluating because it broke the low of the inside bar. Take a quick look at gold, moving higher here in the pre-market. So as a day trader, it looks pretty good as it's moving up. From a daily chart perspective, really no big deal. So we always have to put time frames in perspective, multiple time frames. And oil moving up here at the moment. You can see still a lot of markets out there just going sideways within last week's range. So hope that helps. Take a look over at Master Trader, those charts of the week. There's some free education. Get to know us. And, of course, subscribe to the channel. Good trading, everyone.